Hello my friends, thank you for watching this video and welcome back. I really hope you're doing well. I'm doing alright. I've been uh, just trying to take care of myself, get back on track, and I've been doing really good. The diet I talked about in my last video is been working really well, and it's been making me feel really good, so I'm incredibly thankful for that. My blood pressure is still kind of an issue, jumping all around. It started to lower, and I thought I was back on a good track and it was in the normal range, but then it jumped up again, so I'm just kind of waiting for that to balance out and be good again. But it's towards the end of January now of 2022, and we haven't had any more snow lately. Some of it has melted. As you can see in the video, there's still plenty of snow surrounding me, but it's not as thick as it was. And now we just got a kind of a really cold inversion, a lot of fog, and it's trapping the cold down. So but it's not completely unpleasant, so I am grateful for that. And then it's kind of strange because in the past I used to complain quite a bit about how much I dislike the winter, and the cold, and it does cause me some issues with my joints and everything else. But and it's taken 20 years, but I think I'm starting to finally get acclimated to the cold. If you don't recall from a previous video, I grew up in Northern California, where it was mostly just rain and fog, and the cold there is nothing compared to what the cold is here. And in the beginning, when I first moved up here, it was absolutely horrible, and I would used to focus on negative aspects of it and complain about how terrible it is, and it did absolutely no good for me, because that negativity is not good for you. It just builds on top and grows. Negativity is really kind of a bad poison to your mind, and so I would focus on that, and now I appreciate the beauty of it. If you dress warm enough, it's not horrible. A nice fleece-lined knit cap, gloves, a nice jacket and scarf, thermals underneath will do wonders to help keep you comfortable. And I really love these boots that I got. I still wear Columbia brand hiking boots, but these are meant for hiking in winter and in the snow. And they've got this I think they use some kind of aluminum thread. They call it Omnitech, but it's like an aluminum thread that liner inside the boot, and it reflects your body heat, and it keeps your feet nice and warm and dry. So I really love them. Columbia could be a real pain in the ass as a company, but I can't really say too much bad about their product, the product itself. But what I wanted to talk to you about with this video is we're in a time where a lot of people suffer from seasonal depression. The lack of sun, the cold weather could really affect their body too, where their mood is dark and negative, and struggling to get motivated, to get that energy to get up out of bed and moving. And I do experience that, but if you force yourself, I don't know, even on a cloudy day like this, it's like I always feel better if I make myself come out. But I wanted to talk about, we could really focus on the wrong things about and be hateful on ourselves about really bad stuff about we are not the people that we wish and dream to be able to see ourselves as. We are focused way too much on that us that we want to be in the future. And that is a really good thing to have in mind, but you have to, if you're focusing on the future or focusing on the mistakes and the wrongs that was committed against you, and your failures, and maybe you've wronged somebody else in the past, we let that stuff affect us too much. We focus on how we are not who we want to be, or we focus on who we were in the past, and when we should be focusing on today. Focus on this very second. Who are you right now? And maybe you have made mistakes in the past, and we all make mistakes in the past. It's learning lessons. It's something that we have to grow from. But in the future, yes, that's nice to think about and keep in mind as to how we want to see ourselves. But do you see the good person that you are right now? Or are you too busy focusing on the bad? Because I'm pretty sure if you could really change the aspect of how you think, you will see the good person that you are. You are strong, and you are amazing and fully capable of making all your dreams come true. And we just get lost in the past or in the future, where we should be focusing on right now. And it could be very difficult to stay grounded and focused, but there are ways that you could use to really really good tools for helping you think about the moment. Like, one thing is meditation. I've talked about meditation in the past, and I don't really want to go over it in this video, but it could really help to focus and just focus on your breathing, focus on your environment, focus on the sounds that you're hearing, and just kind of bring your thoughts to where it should be. And so that's a really good tool. Another thing is when you're really thinking about how much you are unhappy you are that you're not the person that you want to be, find some kind of hobby that you could just pick up and start practicing on or doing. Maybe you're a great artist and you could draw or paint. If that's something you could do, get those your drawing pencils out, get those colored pencils out, get your paints out and set up your easel to throw some paint on the canvas, and just go by whatever your imagination can bring up and draw that down. It'll help to focus you to not on the future or in the past. Another thing that I have been doing is I've been really interested in learning how to make sourdough bread. Sourdough bread is such an amazing, healthy food for you. The yeast and the bacteria from the sourdough, it's really good for the health of your gut, and along with any other kind of fermented fruit or food, it's amazing at the power that has on the health of your gut, and it's really good for you. And and it's fun. It's really interesting. You start off trying to develop your own sourdough starter, and that takes time. You have to remember to feed the starter every day and develop it. And after a week, you could consider about making a loaf of bread, some bread. And that's what I did a couple days ago, and unfortunately it was a failure, but it was funny. I saw the mistakes, and it was just really interesting to focus on, okay, this is one mistake in this process that I made that I need to change. And I wasn't angry with myself. I wasn't hating on myself, calling myself a moron or anything like that, just because I made a mistake with this first sourdough bread, because I've never made sourdough bread. I've made different types of bread before, but sourdough bread is a whole different process, whole different technique. And so it's been fun to learn and focus on that, and that helps to keep me from, if I'm being really negative in my mind, I just start working on this, and it distracts me. It brings me to now. And I keep talking about the now over and over, and I apologize if it's annoying, but it's really important to keep in mind. And so that, and then another thing that I've been doing is I've been trying to learn how to play the Irish tin whistle. And I don't know if you guys, I don't know if I mentioned it in the past, but when I was in junior high school, I had learned how to play tenor saxophone. And I was a part of the marching band and all of that stuff. I wasn't a fan of the marching band part, but we did concerts and symphonic band stuff, and it wasn't really a traditional, because you don't really have saxophones as a part of a symphonic band. But I loved that part. I loved playing the classical music. I loved playing the movie theme songs, is the words I was trying to think of. I really loved that part, and it was really fun. And it's been, how many years has it been? It's been about 25 years since I've last played, and I really miss it. And saxophones are expensive, so I couldn't really buy one of those, but I was able to get a tin whistle, and a lot of the fingerings is close to the same, but it's a whole different technique, and it was something that I have been enjoying to learn to play. I'm still in the beginning, and you're not going to see me coming on one of these videos playing in a long time, but maybe in the future. But still, it's been fun, and it's been something that's, if I'm being negative, if I'm too focused on the future, I break that out and it brings me back to where I should be focused on. So find some kind of hobby that's going to bring you, be able to ground you, to bring you back. And it can help you, because if you're focused on the negative aspects of your past, or the aspect that you're unhappy that you're not the person that you want to be in the future, it's just going to build more negativity up. It's going to bring darkness to your heart. It's going to make you angry and sad, and that's just going to weigh down on you. That negativity is like a weight that weighs you down and is trying to prevent you from being able to be who you want to be. And that's what is very important, is to forget who you, learn from who you were in the past, learn from those mistakes, and work hard to be the person that you want to see in the future. But that person is not important right now. Try to be the good person that you are right now, and think about all the good things that you have done. Think of all the various events that has built you up to be who you are today. The good person that is going to be, that is kind and caring, and focus on that person. All right, I better go. I appreciate you watching this video so much. Thank you so much. Please hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and share with your friends. And please leave a comment down below. Give tips. Let's offer suggestions of help for each other, and be there, and just be each other's support. All right? Thank you so much. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye.